Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we're going to make a track in the style of Desiigner. So firstly, we're going to start with a vocal idea. Now the trick I found is to put auto-tune on your voice as you're recording. I like to hear my voice and the feedback as I record, so it kind of helps me come up with melodic ideas. So I'm just freestyling melodic ideas to the metronome. So we're at 122 BPM, just a random arbitrary BPM for now. And let's activate Pitcher, which is similar. It's an auto correction plugin, so it corrects your voice automatically. So so I'm just gonna be mumbling and turn that into a melody for the track at 122 BPM. So what we're gonna do is record. Make sure we go to our mixer, arm the mic for recording. It's very important. Stick to this track. You want to hit record, audio into playlist, as in audio clip. Now what I'm going to do is turn off a plugin real quick, and let's do that one more time. Hit record, audio into playlist as an audio clip, and I'm going to do just random melodic ideas, and we're going to turn it into a song. We're going to build the beat around the vocal idea.
I got the chopping in water, chopping no last in motor. I got the racing in zombie. I got that chop at the post, I got the hitters in nowhere. I just see hitters in nowhere. I don't know how they didn't lose it. I don't know what they did lose it. I just saw choppers in wholesale. I just saw choppers they wholesale. All of the whistling in motor. I just saw racing in motor. I just got choppers they wholesale. I just got choppers they wholesale. I just got baby no water. I just have rockin' no water. I don't know why space when they all got it all says what it's on sauce. Got a heater with it on time. Heater with it on time. Yeah, my taste was on the motor. Got my tea sauce with the mortar. Got the E song with the water. Got the P song when it's alright. Got the tidy the water. I said them by with the water. I don't know why would they know it. I don't know why they didn't know it. That's choppers don't get it in wholesale. Choppers I get it is wholesale. I know they wanted to know it. I get they wanted to know it. I get the job of the wholesale.
So I'm just mumbling, just random lyrics. So let's build a beat around that. I'm going to show you a bunch of different techniques. Let me take off Pitcher on my voice. So now what we need to focus on is finding the tuning of that vocal. So in short, you pull up a plugin, any instrument you want. So that's a track one. Let's open up a piano. Let's just go to next piano mode, if that would get off my screen. Let's go to grand piano. What I'm going to do is play keys just to hear the tone, and I'm going to see if they're closely.
I got the chopping in water, chopping no last in motor. I got the racing in zombie. I got that chop at the post, I got the hitters in nowhere. I just see hitters in nowhere. I don't know how they didn't lose it.
So it sounds like we're tuned to 440 hertz. Now, later down the line, if I find it's not 440 hertz, we can always go to our settings and the plugins and change it from 440 to something else. So that's important. You need to tune your instruments to match the actual song. So it's just like tuning a guitar. If your guitar's out of tune, you're going to be playing the wrong chords or playing, out of key. Let's figure out how we're going to approach this track. So I'm thinking strings mostly, so let's turn the vocals down a bit. So let's open up some strings from Nexus. I'm going to go to Hollywood expansion. Let's go to some strings. Let's just try, what do we got here? Soft string ensemble. Let's try that first. Sad staccato bows, but that's staccato. Let's go Lord of the Violins. I never tried this yet. So let's start off with that. Let's start off with the string patch. Let's add pattern 1, and now we're going to build the music around the vocal idea. So D is our root note. It's the note that we're kind of falling back on. or B. Actually, it might be B. Well, it is B. So let's introduce the song with B because that's what we're leaning towards as far as a common tone. So it means the key of the song is most likely B something, B minor, B major, any of the B scales. Let's keep it extremely simple. So it's going B, C, B, D. Now you can see it's a little out of tune. Now also, if you remember, our pitcher is tuned to 440 hertz. So we know we're at 440 hertz. If we tuned it to something else, we'd be outside of 440 hertz. So what the pitcher is doing is taking whatever pitch I'm singing, running it through this, chromatic scale at 440 hertz. So it's tuning my voice to the chromatic scale, all 12 notes, at 440 hertz. So some people are like, it's not doing anything. It is doing something. It's taking, if I was singing at 445 hertz tuning, it pulls it down to 440 hertz. So it is doing something. It's not just locking to notes. It's actually changing the tuning value. So that's what we're doing there. So it's 440 hertz for sure. So now we just need to write music around it. We're going to keep it simple, one note right now. I'm going to add a couple effects just to kind of liven it up a bit. Let's add some reverb. Should be I was a little flat. I might redo the vocals. I like the attitude, but it should be. I might just redo that part just so we understand the melody that I'm going for. But it's not a big deal. We can always re-record it. So now we have simple strings. Let's open up Nexus one more time. And let's look for a different patch. I'm going to stick with the Hollywood expansions. These are going to have more cinematic strings in them. Let's add a horn. Very bright horn. This is going to brighten up the song. So let's do it over here. To add more aggression. Notice the velocity is going up over time. Now we're going to go an octave up. Same progression here. It's just an octave higher. So let's hit shift, duplicate those notes up. So that's the add energy. Let's add drums to add a little more transient activity. And then we could go back to the string. Actually, let's finish the strings first before we get into drums. So now you want to think harmony. I don't think harmony would work with this style because we're doing a lot of half-step jumps. But you could always try harmony to take it to the next level. Let's go with, what do we have here? Let's try string. Try orc hit. So I like the orc hit part. It just adds, this is just my style, however. I wouldn't say that he likes orc hits. I've never heard an orchestral hit in one of his songs. Let's just paste the, for more energy, we're doing that. So I'm pasting the string ensemble progression into the orc hit. Let's clone that one more time. What is Nexus doing? We updated like 8 times this week. Nexus, figure it out. Okay, so let's scroll down to Hollywood. Let's go down to strings. We're looking for something like vibrato or what's called. I don't see anything about vibrato here. It's called a trill or tremolo sometimes.
I don't know what they do. I did such job as they also. I did such job as they also. All of the wisdom they more too. I did some risk they more too. I just got job as they also. I just got job as they also. I just let baby know what to.
See what the
I just have rap know what. Know how they do.
We might create like a eerie ARP section. Let's do that. So we need really high octaves for this one.
Know how they do. I don't know what they do. I did such job as they also.
So I'm gonna dum dum. And again, half step.
I did such.
A lot of half steps. We go over this in our trap series. Half steps. Let's add a lot of reverb, a little pre-delay, and then a long decay time. And then we're gonna turn the mod tab all the way up. This is gonna add vibrato to the reverb response.
All of the wisdom they more too. I did some risk. I did such job as they also. All of the wisdom they more too. I did some risk they more too. I just got job as they also. I just got job as they also. I did such job as they also. All of the wisdom they more too. I did some risk they more.
Add a little delay.
I did such job as they also. All of the wisdom they more too. I did some risk they more too. I just got job as they also. I just got job as they also. I just let baby know what to. I just have rap know what to. I don't know why space when they all got it.
That part I'm gonna cut out.
He told it no time and my face was on the motel. And my T-sauce with the more.
So here I want tension. That's why I did that section.
I did the hotel. I said them by with the hotel. I don't know why would they know it. I don't know why they didn't know where. That's choppers will get it in wholesale. Choppers I get it is wholesale. I know they wanted to know it. I get they wanted to know it.
So I'm gonna copy that and use that as the main template for the music. So I'm gonna get rid of the stuff we recorded from here to here. And I want to remember that that's the tension area, so I'm gonna keep that.
I said them by with the hotel. I don't know why would they know it. I don't know why they didn't know it. That's choppers will get it in wholesale. Choppers I get it is wholesale. I know they wanted to know it. I get they wanted to know it. I hit the Johnny the hotel. I said them by with the hotel. I don't know why would they know it. I don't know why they didn't know it. That's choppers of piece was on the motel. And my T-sauce with the motel. Got the E song with the hotel. Got the P song when it's all right. Got the top of the motel. Out of the motel. Shining the rest in the hotel. Shining the rest.
So I was way out of key. So let me redo the mumbling part because I want to get it. Now that we have a solid melody, let's redo the mumbling. Let's do it over here. Metronome on, just to stay on track. Start a bar earlier. Let's arm disc for recording. Hit record. Audio in the playlist.
I get the chopper on wholesale. I just know it ain't on it. I just know it ain't on it. Man, I got choppers on wholesale. Man, I got choppers on wholesale. I got that thing and they know it. I got that thing and they know it. I got that chopper on wholesale. I got that chopper on wholesale. I got that thing and they know it. I got that thing and they know it. I got that chopper on wholesale. I got that chopper on wholesale. I got that thing and...
Oh my god. My throat was about to... Oh my goodness. You know, like when you say stuff and it tears you up? That was one of those kind of throat things. Goodness, I almost choked.
I get the chopper on wholesale. I just know it ain't on it. I just know it ain't on it. Man, I got choppers on wholesale. Man, I got choppers on wholesale. I got that thing and they know it. I got that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on wholesale. I get that chopper on wholesale.
I wish I didn't run out of breath. That was a good...
And they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it.
So I'm just gonna cut it off right right there. It dried my throat up so bad though, I had to cut it off. So let's duplicate that. Hit shift, pull the audio over.
Chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse.
Just gonna add a little EQ to cut out the low end. Use a high pass filter.
Chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse.
Ping pong delay. 4 steps.
I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know
Reverb with pre-delay as well.
I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse.
Got a little saturation. I'm going to use the Supercharger GT from Native Instruments. Just going to pull up the saturation knob. And I'm going to pull the Super GT first in the chain. Actually, after the EQ.
I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing.
Now let's find some drums. Go to busyworksbeats.com. Let's start with the 808. Actually, let's find a snare first. So to the Ultimate Producer Bundle 2. Fire drum kit, which is included. Let's go to snares.
I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it.
Let's use this snare here. Add it on the 2 and 4. Let's grab pattern 5 where a snare is. Now the snare is going to go on the 3 and the 7 actually. This is halftime drums.
I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it.
Grab a nice
I
kick.
get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chopper on horse. I get that chopper on horse. I get that.
So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we're going to use a lot of triplet kicks. So let's right click. Let's go to piano roll to do this. Let's change our snap to grid to 1/6 beat. Or let's do 1/3 beat. And let's go to C5. We have to draw the kicks in because they're triplets. So it's like 1 2 3 1 2 3. We did this in the Suicide Boys track as well. Let's crank the volume up. That's a little delayed because the vocals coming in early. I'll show you how to fix that. So a lot of triplet kicks. Literally the whole pattern is triplet. So the kicks are a little too delayed. So what we're going to do is go to snap to grid none on the playlist screen. Hit shift left. 1 2 increments of 2 or 4. It's going to move the pattern to the left. So let's get an 808. Still a little delayed. So let's find an 808. And this is from the Ultimate Producer Bundle 2. These are like really cool 808s. Let's do 808 Monster Sub. Let's open that up. Let's tune this first. Let's right click, go to edit. Let's go to the marker tab, detect pitch regions. This one's in the key of G. Let's go to the envelope, reset your root note, and right click on G. So I'm going to copy the kick pattern, but what I'm going to do is make this the root note B, because remember our song's in the note root note B. And we're going to change the note every so often. So I'm going to pitch it up high so we can hear the tone, then I'm going to pitch it back down. Like right here, we want to hear a half step up, just like our string. So we're going to follow the music. So we're following this pattern here. It's going to go B, C, B, D. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go back to our 808 pattern. We're going to copy our 808s, paste them over, hitting shift, pulling them over, and then we're going to go B, C, B, D. Instead of C here, we're going to do D. So B, C, B, C, B, and this should be D. Kick, however, we're going to keep it at C5 because we don't want the pitch to change, but we need to copy the same pattern over. So it's a longer pattern. Pull this down 2 octaves, control down twice. Let's run our 808 through a saturation supercharger. Let's turn the saturation knob. Stop at the end. So to do that, I'm just going to add a note over here and just turn the volume to 0. That's an easy way to do it. I know it's not the best way to do it, but there's too many steps involved. So if you think the 808's, hitting too much, just delete notes. Do it with the kick and without the kick, so it's not too overkill. Remember, we need to pull the thing over, shift twice, shift left for the kick. Let's turn the drums up, everything up. I might change the kick pattern actually. I just want the at the end. Let's change up the kick pattern a bit. Go to pattern 8, let's create a new kick pattern. dynamic. So let's go to piano roll. Go to snap to grid, change it to 1/3 beat.
I get that chop on horse. I get that thing in it.
It needs to be.
I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. Chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse. I get that thing and they know it. I get that thing and they know it. I get that chop on horse. I get that chop on horse.
That's way too much activity with the kick. So what I'm going to do is try a sidechain effect, telling the kick to mute everything else. Let's start a new group in track 11. It's called the sidechain group. Let's grab all the stuff that's musical, like the melody, not the vocal. So basically tracks, tracks 2 through 5. Let's grab those. We're gonna send that to sidechain group. I'm hitting Control left click to drag to highlight those group tracks. Let's right click the up arrow, route to this track only. Let's open up Fruity Limiter. And what we're gonna do is go to compressor mode, lower your threshold to -30 dB. Go to your ratio, pull it up to 10:1 or higher. And then I turn off sustain. And what you wanna do is adjust your release time from this point on. Now find your kick, which is track 8. Click on your kick, track 8, right click the up arrow and go to sidechain to this track. Now when we go back to Fruity Limiter, under sidechain, if we right click, we can select insert 8, which is our kick. This will be the trigger for the sidechain effect. So every time the kick hits, it will compress these sounds, lowering the volume. So let's hear it.